Hello, welcome to my assignment video. This is Atish Chauhan. My student ID is A Chauhan 0595. So today I have an assignment to make a topology for uh, for an organization. So let's look at this topology I have made. For the task one, we have taken one ISP router, one headquarter router, two distribution switches, and one is designated for the business data center headquarter, and the second one is dedicated for the engineering data center headquarter. So further we have three edge switches on the business headquarter. So the first switch is designated to business data center. The second switch is given to finance and HR department, and the third one is given to the operations and customer service department. And on the other hand side, the engineering data center headquarter, we have a edge switch. First edge switch, which is engineering data center. The second is the test, and the third one is the engineering. So guys, uh, this is our topology, and these are the endpoints for just testing for the connectivity. So this was the first task. On the second task, we have here is to configure the VLANs on each department. So for that, on the engineering and data center, we have made all the departments which was needed to connect with it. The first is the engineering data center. I have configured it as a 10 VLAN number, the staff Wi-Fi and guest Wi-Fi as 11 and 12, and test and engineering as 20 and 30. On the other distribution switch, we have the VLANs that we made are the VLAN 11, that is staff again, and the 12 the guest Wi-Fi, the 40 as business data center, and vice versa. So we have made all the department VLANs here. We have designated each one of them with the port, and we have used the serial wires and the console wires, copper straight through wire on the networking of these switches. So for the third part, so it says here determine what VLANs are needed to meet our requirements. So for the engineering data center I have given 10, for test I have given 20, for the staff Wi-Fi I have given VLAN 11, and vice versa. And we have trunked the inter switches also. So these all edge switches, we have trunked them with each other on the distribution switch, and on the other hand side of these three edge switches we have trunked with this distribution switch for this part. And on the third part, that is spanning tree protocol, we have to make a root bridge for the VLANs that are present in their buildings. So I made the root bridges for, you can see, go on the CLI and type here show IP, show spanning tree. Sorry. As you can see here, we have used the show spanning tree command to see the root bridges. So VLAN 10 here shows as a root bridge. You can check the priority level. We have given 16,394. All the ports are designated, and this is This bridge is a road bridge. Second VLAN is again road bridge. Third VLAN again road bridge. So, and on the other distribution switch, we will use the same command, show spanning tree, and you can see again we have made the 11 as a root bridge, 12 as a root bridge, 40 as a root bridge, 50 as a root bridge, all the departments that were needed to make the root bridge. Now is the channel bonding. For the channel bonding, we have to create two interface LSAP bonded channel from all switch connections and configure VLAN trunking as required. So for that, I have trunked it like I have made the channel grouping as for this group. For this group, I have given the channel group of, as you can see here, port channel 1. This is the channel group 1, and I have given this group as the port channel 2, and for the last group of this switch, distribution switch, is the channel group 3, as you can see here, port channel 3. And this the connection between the two multi-layer switches, I have given the port channel as 4. Same here, for the first one I have given the port channel as 1, to the other is 2, and last to the 3, and 4 again for the connection between them. So this is the channel bonding we have done. We have trunked it properly. Now it's inter-VLAN routing. So for inter-VLAN routing, sorry. So for the inter-VLAN routing, we have configured all the VLANs, and we have given IP to each VLAN. So for the VLAN 10, we have given the IP of 10.95.10.1, and in which 95 is my student ID number, last 2 digits, and vice versa. On the other VLANs, I have given all the same, but different. Like on the third octet, I have given the VLANs numbers. So and on this side, on the distribution switch, if you want to give these interfaces giga/101 and giga/102 a IP address, you cannot give IP address without using a command no switch port. After using the command no switch port, this multi-layer switch will convert into a router. So after that will be opened, and then you can give your IP addresses to these multi-layer switches. So first we will give our command to the first multi-layer switch, and then we will give the command to the second multi-layer switch. So I have provided the port channel 4 and giving the IP of 10.95.100.2 here, and on the other side I have given the IP of same but last octet as 1. And this is a /24 network, guys, as you can see. And so this is the channel inter-VLAN routing I have done. And after doing this, we have a command IP routing. If you do not apply it on both of the distribution switches, then there will be a problem in the packet delivery. So let's check it out whether if it is working or not. So as you can see, I am giving from my 10th VLAN to the multi-layer switch 2, and it is saying successful. On the other hand side, let's give from here to the multi-layer switch 1. Oops, it's successful. So that's the inter-VLAN routing. And now our last task is the internet routing. So for the internet routing, we need to give the IPs to our ISP and the headquarter building, and we have to do the OSPF configuration also. So for that, I have given ISP network as 201.202.95.50 as required in the assignment, and on the headquarter building I have given the IP as same, but a lower digit as the last octet, 49 as it is required. And for the OSPF we have given this router ID as 1.1.1. For the second router we have given the ID 2.2.2, and on the headquarter building router we have given the OSPF ID 3.3.3. Make sure you make this as a default information, default originate, and this one also the multi-layer switch 2 for the OSPF configuration. And from here then we will type the command do show IP route. You can see that our interfaces which are done with the OSPF are showing with the O sign here, and these are the building that is directly connected, variably subnetted. On the other multi-layer switch, use the same command as show IP route. You can see the VLAN which is connected port channel 4 is under OSPF configuration, and vice versa. On the other multi-layer switch you can see it again by showing IP route. Again, all the VLANs are connected to the port channel 4 are OSPF. So this is it, guys. Let's check whether it's working with the headquarter. So ping the packets from VLAN 10 to the headquarter building and it's successful. Let's do it again. It's successful. Another building here. Let's do it again. Yeah, successful. Let's connect between the switches, distribution switches. It's successful. Let's do it from distribution switch to the router, headquarter router. It's successful. Let's do it from headquarter to ISP. It's successful. Thank you so much, guys. Now I will rest my assignment.